So, we're Happy Mail from the Heart. This is our part 3 of our store haul, but we're going to do this as a chit-chat because we got chit-chatting.
We got chitty-chatty.
So anyways,
the last few videos I've been doing, I've been really chit-chatty.
Anyways.
So the Christmas spirit hit.
Yeah, it's the Christmas spirit. So you can't leave them hanging because they're going to think you're a child abuser or something. We got an awful fight.
Diamond was both my kids weren't really bad kids, you know, where you the typical teenager attitude, except 17. She just went, and it was a lot going on because it was after my mom died. What, 6 months, 3 years?
I was 16 when my Nana passed away, and my mom went in a cloud and in a haze, and then November of that same year we lost my other grandmother, so my dad went into a haze, and Xavier was 12? He was still really little. And it was like a bad period in that time. But I was there for Xavier, and I never really got to mourn myself, I guess you could say. And I did a lot of bad stuff. I was still going to school and still getting good grades. But I was kind of drinking a lot, I guess you could say. That mom didn't know.
My foster brother is
I partied a lot. I did a lot of bad stuff.
My brother Jamie had a hard life. My brother was addicted to heroin and cocaine.
I never did drugs though. Never did that.
12 years old.
Ugh.
Yeah, 12, 13 years old. And he looked at me. What are you on? And I'm like, nothing. He goes, you ain't on no medication? Nope. Ain't smoking no dope? Nope. Drinking? Nope. He goes to me, you need help. Because I was just...
But, anyways, back to this ponytail bit.
I don't even remember why or what.
I don't know, we just got in a huge fight.
And we're...
bickering, fighting. And my mom and I, we never ever fight. And when we do fight, it is...
that and it's done.
Yep. But
and usually it's not fighting, it's
just a disagreement. But the only time we ever really got into a huge fight was that and when Allie swallowed the battery because everything was forgiven. But that's a different story.
Yeah, I remember what happened. Why we were
prescription, something with money.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got into this huge fight. I was dating Sam just a couple of months after starting to date Sam. I was still going through my little phase thing where I was kind of doing my own thing, and I told her I was leaving because I was done.
I've never told my kids to get the hell out of my house. I broke that golden rule. But he didn't live here anymore, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, but she told me to get out. And,
no, I didn't.
No, I told her that I was leaving, that I was done. And I grabbed my bag, grabbed my school bag, and I'm going to go walk out the door, and she goes to go reach and grab my, shirt or something, except she grabbed my ponytail. And then she yanked.
And it's true. She looked at me like... and then she turns because her Sam...
But she apologized. She goes,
I felt so bad.
I'm sorry.
But Sam, then she turned to leave, and Sam goes,
maybe you should just...
He goes, where do you think you're going? And he goes, I'm leaving with you. And he goes, nope.
I didn't go. I didn't go with Sam. I went to Spanish.
No, you didn't go anywhere. Remember?
No, I went...
Sam stopped you at the hall because I'm like, I love you. And then you stood there, and he goes, where do you think you're going?
No, I went to Savannah's for a night.
No, not that time.
Oh.
He made you go back and just so talk. He goes, you're not staying at my house. And I said, and I told her this is the first time ever. Because she found out Mom had more authority than she thought.
I was 17, going through depression.
Yeah.
So.
But that was still the one I didn't think of. And the thing with Allie, I can't remember.
I borrowed money because I needed my prescription filled. And you were supposed to get the money from the person I borrowed it from. Yeah, it was like a misunderstanding kind of thing. Yeah. And we got into a really bad fight there. But then, it was the day before 4th of July, because I remember this, and we got into this huge fight. We're just yelling at each other, blah, blah, blah. And I hung up the phone. And
that's what pissed me off.
Well, you wouldn't stop talking. But anyways, I hung up the phone, and I just ignored my phone for the rest of the night. And then, my brother was over at my house, and Allie had these 3 little watch batteries, like those alkaline batteries that come in the packs of 3. And he grabs it out of her mouth, and I'm cooking supper.
It's from a toy at the Dollar Tree, so watch
Yep.
out.
I'm cooking supper, and Xavier walks over to me, and he hands me these batteries. He goes, in all my life, I've always seen those with 3, and I can't find the 3rd. And I was like, well, where'd you get it? He goes, Allie's mouth. And I was like, uh-oh. So we're searching for this battery, can't find it. And, of course, Sam's at work, and I don't have a car because we only had one vehicle at the time. And I called my dad, and he wasn't picking up his phone. And I called Mom, and she's like, what the hell do you want? And I was like, Allie's found the battery. And she goes, okay, I'm calling Dad, bye. So, and then that was it.
What's bad about it is I bought the damn toy.
It happens.
Once we got... I left.
Yeah, the surgeon.
I called Sam. I said, you worry about getting Allie in the car. Dad's... And matter of fact, she lived over here on 10th. And my father-in-law lived 6 houses. Diamond and I were all in the same neighborhood after I moved.
Yeah, but it was nice for a while.
Yeah. So I got home my husband at my father-in-law's. And he drove and grabbed Diamond and the baby. And I got a hold of Sam.
Because I couldn't get a hold of
And I
Sam.
got a hold of a friend of mine to get me to the hospital. And then to actually know the whole story of where the battery came from and all that.
Yep.
We
even have the battery
yep,
still.
Yep.
It's a scrapbook.
Those little alkaline batch batteries.
Yeah, if your kid swallows an alkaline battery, you get them to the ER.
Emergency.
Right
Kids
away.
die from them.
They explode in their stomach all the time.
Yep.
So
we were very lucky.
Yep.
Her angel was watching her that day.
Yep. So.
But then I totally lost it when I finally things calmed down and Allie, we found the whole story, and then I'm like, what was it from? And it was this thing that just made noise at the Dollar Tree.
Yep.
And I didn't think anything of it. It was just this
Could have sued. No, I'm just kidding.
Cute little toy that I bought my grandchild.
So yeah, watch your batteries.
I think I would have. I think of the worst. I wouldn't. I don't think I could. I'd be here today because that would have just killed me.
So, but yeah, she survived.
Yeah,
she doesn't even remember it.
I've been teasing her the last 3 days. She doesn't come in and say hi to me after school. She's been playing in the snow. I'm like, I walked all yesterday. Oh my God, Allison's here. When did you get here? She's like, oh Nana, you see me all the time.
She's getting so big, so smart.
She says to me, do you know what's going on next week? And I'm like, I'm thinking something big.
Something big.
I'm like, no, I don't know what's going on next week. She goes, I get to move in with you. I'm like, why do you get to move in with me? I have no school. I laugh so hard. And they call her,
yeah,
me too.
Just give it till Kimmy Cubba shows up at the door on Christmas.
Yeah. Me too, he says. I'm like, you never want to stay. You stay, and then when it comes to going to bed, it's like,
I'll panic.
well, I don't know what it is. He spends the night at Cassie's. But I think it is. It's because Allie, Anna's all there.
Yeah.
But he usually, because usually I take one kid a night to spend the night. So I think it is. Even here, he's one, because I guarantee if it was just him at Cassie's, he'd freak. Sammy even said that.
Probably.
Goes, Allie's there, is what he thinks it is. And it's not you, Mom. It's just.
He's just my homeboy.
Yeah, he's like Xavier.
My little bobo. I look at his pictures on Facebook when he was a baby, and I'm like, where did my chunky kid go? No one who listened, he was kind. I had a video the other day of him brushing his teeth, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, can I have Mama have your toothbrush, put it away? Mm-mm. And I was like, please. He pushes my hand away in the video.
Yeah.
He was in love with brushing his teeth. Now it's like, brush your teeth. No.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth! So, he starts speech though on January 3rd.
I laughed yesterday. He got off the bus. Scott's down at his dad's shoveling snow, and the bus. He was waving goodbye to Steve. Merry Christmas, he says to Steve. Bye, Bubba. Bus leaves, and you notice Scott down at the father-in-law's. I go shovel, he says. So I took his backpack. I walked him across. Yelled Scott. Scott looked. So Cody took off. Only to get all the way down there.
6 houses.
Yeah. Only to get down the 6 houses to realize his mittens are in his backpack. So Scott yells back, he needs his mittens! Get his mittens on him. He had to get his shovel. Each one of the kids got a shovel. Runs all the way down there, helps Papa shovel the sidewalk. And I didn't know my father-in-law wasn't home. And Coda had to go potty. And I forgot to turn my volume back up on my phone since Christmas cards. So Scott's calling me to let me know, hey, meet him at the corner.
So they're doing potty dance.
So here's Scott chasing after Coda so he doesn't cross the street without Scott, or without me. And I'm like, well, why didn't you call me? He goes, why didn't you pick up the phone? Only to discover, the ring goes off. So, because Coda, he runs in the house, and all I look over, and here he is, just up, and I see little bare-ass Chit go past my door. Oh, so hard. I look at Scott going, why didn't he go at Dad's?
I don't have
Dad
my keys.
says I didn't grab my house keys. And I figured Dad was home, he says. And then after Coda gets done going potty, he comes in here and he says, Papa won't let me make yellow snow.
I would have just let him. Walked him back by the tree, just go.
That's what I said to Dad. Why didn't you just pee? He goes, I didn't want to. He goes, just do that once, they'll pee everywhere. I'm like, I said.
They've peed in the backyard. I walked in the backyard and busted Chayton and Bubba peeing. I'm like, hey! They're boys.
But I laughed so hard when he says, Papa won't let me make yellow snow. I would have. They would have heard it. You guys would have heard it on video. I literally stopped making. Just then, quit making that video. You would have walked up and said that. Oh my God, I would die.
I remember one time we were up north and we were out on a 4-wheeler ride, me, Kim, and Allie. And I told Allie, because she had to go potty, and we were out in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, Allie, just pop and squat. She was like, what? And I was like, just go potty in a bush. And she was like, okay. She walks by the bush, and she just pees. She didn't take off her pants or nothing. I was like, woo! I was like, Allie, you're supposed to take down your pants. And she goes, oh. And then she does it.
You didn't say that. Kids.
Me and Kim probably died laughing on the way home, and it was uncomfortable because we're on a 4-wheeler, so we're all scrunched on this 4-wheeler with a kid who peed her pants.
Oh, too funny.
It was funny though.
Yeah.
Now she's like, if we're up north and she has to go potty, she knows better. So, but Bubba, he was hard to, because him and Sam would go walk a trail or something, and he would have to go, and Sam would be like, just go, and he'd be like, oh, I need the potty. But now, of course, he'll pee in our backyard.
I still remember where the neighbor behind us called me and told me that and Vincent were peeing on the garage.
Or playing in the puddle naked.
Yeah, backyard flood every spring, literally.
Probably about a foot of water.
My neighbor calls me and I said to the kids, this is what I said, don't you go in that water with your clothes and boots on.
Big mistake. Challenge accepted.
My neighbor calls me and she's like, Tina, have you checked on the boys? I'm like, yeah, just about 20 minutes ago. She goes, I suggest you go check on the boys. And I had a cordless phone. So I look in the backyard and there is my nephew, or my cousin's kid, and my son,
butt
naked, playing in the water.
Freezing water.
I took pictures. My cousin Dawn just pulls up, and I peek around the corner. I'm like, she walks, and she goes, what? And I went, and oh my God, I bet you we laughed so hard, her and I.
They didn't go in with their clothes on.
And I'm like, you know what, Dawn? They listen. Dawn goes, how is that listening? I told them, don't you go in that water with your boots and clothes on.
They didn't.
They didn't. And I laughed, and she goes, what? And they folded their clothes.
Yeah, folded them.
Folded them.
On our playground.
On our playground, and they sitting there, and me and her were thinking when we went over to get them out of there and get towels on them, that when you want them to hold their clothes, they won't do it, but they folded it nicely.
Allie doesn't understand. You take a shirt off the hanger, put the hanger by the empty hangers. Don't just leave it next to all your laundry. When you hang up clothes and you got 2 t-shirts with a hanger in between. Mm-hmm. I tell her all the time, put the hanger at the end so I know where all your empty hangers are. You think it's rocket science.
At least she gets them back in the closet.
No, they can get sprawled all over, so it all depends. So, oh yeah, we love them. Riley's going to be walking here very soon.
I remember when you were little.
Yeah.
You'd look at me and say, Mom. I'd be like, what the? Gotcha.
Oh, like Allie and her jokes? She'll say jokes all the time, and I'm like,
yeah. She reminds me, we have to do a video, but then we forget. And then you'd go, Mama, what? Didn't get ya.
I'm a weirdo, guys.
Or you'd be in here and play your room, and you'd just sing it. You always sung. Clean up, clean up. And then you got, I can't think of that damn Ace Ventura.
Give me
that detective song.
I don't know it. That movie's awful for a child to watch. I can't believe you let me watch it.
I didn't. Danny did.
Who?
Danny.
Oh.
Yeah. He still remembers that.
Well, like, Leah's cheerleading competition, we decided to get Friar Tuck's after we were done. And,
the hell's Friar Tuck's?
it's a restaurant down in, Manitowoc that serves French onion soup. Homemade. Really good. Anyways, so we're sitting there, and Allie goes, we're all sitting there eating our soup, and Allie goes, Mama, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what, Allie? She goes, Daddy let me watch Deadpool. And I looked over at Sam, and I'm like, and he goes, mid-soup, like, oh crap.
Yeah.
And, Sam was like, no, I didn't. Like, trying to cover his tracks. And she goes, yes, you did. And Sam was like, no, I didn't, Allie. Trying to, like,
Yeah.
And I was like, what's Deadpool look like, Allie? And she goes, he has a red suit and black and white eyes, and he's got swords on his back. And I was like, okay, like you see Deadpool around. And I was like, what happens in the movie? She goes, he gets in a fight scene, and they shoot him, and he's got a hole in his arm. And I was like, I had Sam. And I was like, what else? She goes, he swears a lot. And I was just like, at Sam, And she goes, and there's just a lot of bad stuff in it, and Daddy let me and Bubba watch it. And I was like, Samuel Adam, because that movie's an awful movie for kids to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Even like Bubba, who's 3.
Oh, that's that comic Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and there's lots of sex, there's lots of
Yeah.
swearing, there's lots of naked,
Yeah.
and it's just awful. And she's just going on and on and on about this whole movie, and I'm looking at Sam from across the table like,
I'm gonna kill you until we're alone. Huh?
Candy and Leah are over there cracking a gut because Sam's just trying to, like, disappear. And I was just like, see, I told you that they would know what's going on in that movie. Allie's 6. She understands some concepts.
Yeah.
So, and I just was like, come on, Sam. Remember your father?
Yeah. Well, it's like Uncle Timmy letting you watch that.
It's, reason why I hate clowns. When he babysat me, I was like 3 or 4, and he let me watch it. Never liked him since. Nope.
Screaming over clowns, and I don't know why. It's a circus.
Oh, the clown gets in my face.
And I'm like, and then when Grandma was telling me, I'm like, I don't watch that because I was never into horror movies.
I love my horror movies.
You just don't like clowns.
But yeah, you figured it out. Killed your uncle, your brother.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Xavier doesn't like Jeepers Creepers. Still creeps him out to this day, and that movie's stupid. They're coming up with a Jeepers Creeper 3. That's the scarecrow that comes alive. That Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, the one that Aaron brought on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where'd you get those peepers?
And I don't like that one that goes.
The Grudge.
It still brings goosebumps.
What's a good movie that I didn't?
Children on Corn. Okay.
It's an awful movie.
When my mom became a truck driver and we moved in with my dad, my mom would be home every other weekend. So every other weekend we'd get a movie. And then we'd go to dinner. And one weekend I would pick, and the next weekend that we went to movie would be my brother's. Well, Children of Corn came out.
Which is stupid.
I'm like 10 years old, 8 years old, 10, something, and then.
Yeah.
So he talks me in it. Let's go see Children of Corn. He didn't want to wait for his next weekend. And I'm like, okay. My mom says,
influence.
Yep. My mom would be like, you sure, T? Yeah. So we go. The first scene when a kid gets killed, man, that was it. I started screaming bloody murder in the theater.
Didn't you go see Lady and the Tramp?
Yeah, we walked out, manager came in because they were screaming. Other than on screen. And I'm just running out there. My mom's trying to chase me down. And the manager says, first off, he says, we have Lady and the Tramp playing. It's not started yet. So my mom rushed back in, told my brother, we'll be next door. Just wait. I saw Lady and the Tramp.
Well, that's like Nana.
And then I watched it. Diamond rents it.
I rented it because I think this movie's going to be great.
She goes, I'm not watching it. I refuse to watch it. She goes, Mom, we're watching it. Cause this is a funny story.
We do a horror movie night.
Yep.
Every October.
I hate them, but I watch them a time. And it was her thing, so okay. So, we rented
Children of the Corn. Because I was bound and determined to watch this movie.
And I remember sitting there going, I'm scared of this?
You were also 10. That's like
But her Emily Rose.
Oh my god. Hold on, let me tell my story. So, anyways, when Godzilla came out, back in like, I was like 10, 11, you know, and I wanted to go see Godzilla in theaters so bad that my Nana took me. In the first 10 to 15 minutes, I got terrified. And we left because I couldn't do it. So then I talked her into letting me go see it again, like 2 weeks later, and she's like, all right, fine, we'll go again. Sat there 15, 20 minutes, and I got terrified.
It was the 99-cent movie theater.
Yep. So, yeah, it was the cheap seats. So we left again. And then, of course, you know, I was like the teenager. I finally decided to watch it. And I was like, what the hell was I doing? It's really not bad. But exorcism movies creep me out. The Exorcist, any movie with a demon, like the Paranormal Activities, The Exorcist, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, any of those exorcism movies just creep me out. The Conjuring creeps me out. I'll watch them, but then I always have some type of nightmare. It never fails, okay? So my mom and I, we rented our horror movie for our annual Halloween movie.
You, him, and her.
It's just me and Mom, always. And we rented...
Scott and his ever up north.
Yep. Anyways, so we rented like 5 horror movies, and we watched The Exorcism of Emily Rose, which isn't even that bad. There's only one part where like, she's walking through the campus dorms, and their eyes are like demonic-looking eyes, and that's what creeped me out a little bit. So I'm having a nightmare, and
I asked her, do you know? Because usually, years ago, me and Scott slept in a big
huge bed.
This king size bed, and I'm like, you don't want to sleep with Mama? No.
Yeah. So, and I'm like 13, you know, and I'm like, fine. So anyways, having a nightmare. And I get tangled in my sheets, my blankets, pillowcase, my whatever. I'm trapped. Screaming at the top of my lungs that Emily Rose is going to get me. Just screaming. So Mom, you know, being a mom, she comes running in. She gets me untangled. And I just decked her. Punched her in the face. She calms me down. I go back to bed. We wake up the next morning. I come walking out, and she's, you know, in the living room doing her thing. And I looked at her, and she's got this big old black eye. And I was like, what happened to you? And she goes,
Emily Rose got me. I said.
She goes, Emily Rose got me. And I was like, what? Because I didn't remember any of this. And I was like, what happened? She goes, you punched me in the face because I was trying to rescue you. You thought I was Emily.
Yeah, I got her uncovered. She punched me and laid back down, went to sleep. Never. Yeah. But your dad did the same thing. I quit rescuing people sleeping. I should have known better because he's Scott. Well, I could not sleep next to your dad when we first got together.
Yeah.
He'd be all over.
I laughed
because he would dream of work. And at that one time, he was doing a big air pressure hose that looked like fireman hose to clean meat packaging that. And I woke up with him over me going like this. And I'm like, what are you doing? I said. He goes, well, drop the hose. And I go, it's between your legs, and I'll go back to bed. And he literally like bent.
Yeah.
And literally bent down, and he was like, oh, okay. And then I went to sleep. And then the thing is if I did spend a night with him at his place, his bed was against the wall, so I would have to go over
up and over.
And I learned my lesson because I went up and over, and he grabbed me thinking something, and I had to fight him.
That's a little scary.
Yeah, and I finally got him to let go, and then when I finally got way over, Swan got me right here. I thought Uncle Hawk, when Uncle Hawk come walking on, him and his girlfriend come walking in like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting there with an ice pack, you know, with my bad eyes. I swell up more than probably the average person. I mean, my whole cheek. And Hawk goes, because me and your dad, when we were young, if I drank my Jägermeister shot, if Dad would drink his Jack, I'm surprised we never went to jail. Because we'd get in some
That's Sam at Kessler's. If Sam drinks Kessler's and I drink tequila and it's both the same night, whoo, we're an awful team.
Yeah. We'd get so many, he did stupid shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hawk would have enough. Well, Hawk wasn't with us. He thought it went too far. And I'm like, no, we didn't even go out. We rented movies. Well, I mean, we did have a bottle of wine.
Well, you have to explain it first.
Yeah.
Like, you were like, Scott hit me, and that's when...
Yeah. He goes, so Scott hit me. He goes, I'm like, no.
About to kill my dad.
His brother was ready to kick his butt. And he goes, well, what happened? Because were you drinking? And, of course, I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, we had a bottle of wine. He goes, where'd you go out? I said, we didn't go out. We went down, bought to the local video store, and swung into the little liquor store, bought a bottle of wine, watched movies and wine. And because he grilled steaks and everything for me, He goes, what the hell? I said I was getting over him to go potty. I said he grabbed me, and I just grabbed me. I said, and he like shook me. So from now on, I said to him, I sleep on the edge.
Or you move your bed.
Or you sleep on the couch, and I get the bed. And that's what he did, because that's when he woke up the next day.
Well, yeah, he probably felt awful.
Oh, Dad, yeah, because you don't hit a woman.
Well, yeah, you don't
hit
a
person. And
person
subconsciously, Scott, you didn't even know it.
No. It's not like you woke up and...
It's not like you walked up to me, wham!
Yeah.
Hawk goes, I almost was going to kill you. Hawk goes, because Hawk warned him before you go and sit down. Because I went to bed in Hawk's room with his girlfriend. Hawk goes, I'll sleep on the couch. You girls go in the bedroom. So Dad wakes up and I'm gone. So he goes to the living room, taking him up there, and Hawk's up. He goes, where's Tina? And Hawk messed up. She left. Why? Why would you if I hit her? What? Just played it up. Hawk goes, okay, I'm going to warn you. You gave your old lady a shiner. He goes, how? And I laughed because me and Hawk's girlfriend, we were spooner people. Because Hawk said he walked in, we were both spooning each other. We didn't care. We were so clever, and I wish he would have married her.
But like, remember Mocha when he scared us with the pig's mask?
Yes.
If you watch the Saw series, there's the guy in the pig mask that
I can't stand him.
That kidnaps guys, and then they have to do the game to survive or whatever. It's like play game. I want to play game. So, anyways, my buddy Brandon. I call him Mocha. Was coming over and to watch the Saws with us, me and Mom and Rachel, and
it's okay.
We had this big bay window in our old house, and I'm sitting in the chair alongside the window, and Rachel's sitting in the corner of the couch, and Mom's in the other corner, and we're getting to the point where the pig is about to pop up and kidnap the guy because he's got his camera and he's clicking it so he could see because of the flash would light up, and it flashes and the pig shows up. And then I hear a knock on the window, and I turn and look, and it's a pig face. I screamed, bloody murder, probably jumped, and I peed my pants. Rachel screamed because I screamed, and then she saw the pig, and then Mom screamed because we all screamed, and then we saw Mocha with the pig mask, so we're all screaming and freaking out. Mom books it out the back door.
Yeah, I was going to catch him.
Books it to go get him, and he's like on the wood chips, rolling in laughter, and my mom walks over and is about to like pummel this pig.
He takes off the mask.
And he takes off the mask, and it's me, not mask, it's me.
You're so crazy.
Oh my god, that was so funny though.
I still remember doing that to him.
Yeah, I remember that, knocking at my bedroom window at 3:30 in the morning, drunk off his ass. You're lucky you didn't shoot him.
Yeah, I have weapons, but they're never.
Well, like Steve, the first time I ever meet Steve.
We're 26.
It's alright.
Okay.
You can. Anyways, I had a buddy named Jordan. And, he lived in the basement of his parents' house.
Potty, though. We're doing a musical chair here. You gotta move.
I can't really. You should have paused this and come back.
You can't pause. I don't know how to do that on this.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't pause and stop and then look up.
I can do that.
How can you do that on it?
We'll be back with part 2 Chit Chat. Bye. No.
1, 2, 3.
Well, we got a haul and a partial haul on Chit Chat, and then another Chit Chat. So it'll be part 3, whatever part it is. We'll be back.